Again, just play with Warcry. You've got a decent stun. You've got good follow-up to the Pit of Malice. You've got good combinations of circles with the Pit of Malice and the Dream Coil. There's a lot of ways to play it on Heroic. Lorinov, with the early Wraith Band, just does so much damage in ripping Analog to shreds. He does at least have access to his water runes, so he's going to have a little bit of a top-up, not fully shoved out of the lane, but again, a slower start for that puck. They're chasing here.
Yeah. Schofield will die. Kingslayer able to secure first blood on the MK. It's a matter of whether they actually get lucky here, because he's running down bottom, and he does get it. Children is there for Lauren. Meanwhile, Kiss is thrown out. Looks like Schofield has been caught out, and they will hand another kill the way of Kingslayer.
Still, right IDs from Aurora, still keeping track here.
Oh, they absolutely are. Wisdom Rune timing. Oh, nice snowball. Very nice snowball here from Schofield, and now they've locked down Savage. He's going to try for the TP play out, but he gets locked down by the Pit of Malice. Tips out here from KJ.
As long as you're not lagging too far behind in terms of EXP.
Power Runes again, a big fight over it. Ollie going to be caught on the Jakiro and really has no way out, though they are going to try and at least trade here with Divine Llama. The Kiss is doing so much damage from Lorinov. They'll secure a kill.
I was hearing the other casters talk. I think it was Seek and Winter talking about how Jabs has to go away from the Aura sort of build-up. Speaking of Jabs, though.
He's been caught out. Heroic. Not to be outdone, John. They're also a very aggressive team by their own standards, so...
These runes coming in just gives him some more leeway to play. Hector's still being surrounded, though.
He certainly is, but he's trying to go for a meld strike. This could cost him. He got very aggressive out of nowhere. He K1, and it is indeed going to cost him his life. They certainly are. Jabs very far forward already, trying to find KJ. Meanwhile, the backside Analog moves in with the Dream Call, catching out one. Here comes the rest of the cavalry. Heroic coming right through the Dark Rift, though. Divine Llama dropping low, but Kingslayer dropping even lower. Kingslayer barely alive for now. In fact, he'll survive.
Doesn't quite find it either. No luck in the rune this time. Amp damage for Lorna.
Divine does at least steal away a Wisdom Rune here, so they do get both Wisdom Runes the way of Heroic, but it does cost the life of Divine. Analog going to be targeted. Rolling Thunder from Jabs will be committed, and he does land the initial stun into the lift up and the Stormhammer of Q. Oh, even the Kiss is to fly in from Lorinov, just in case.
You can play with confidence now if you're not too careful here.
TP cancelled though. Divine Llama, he's on his own. Divine is going to go in by the tier 2 tower, but they just jump him immediately. Still the Schofield snowball saving just barely. But how does Divine get out of this one? Surely he cannot, although he still survives with the Fiendscape, but no, he does drop. Thing is, Kingslayer's dropped as well. They've lost the POS 1 MK. Not a good sign here for Aurora. They'll lose Ollie to boot. 2 down now. It's K1 able to pick up a double kill. Thing is, now the smoke is out from Heroic. They want to rush for the fight, and Kingslayer, he's in a pretty awkward position here if they do make the jump in. They already found Jabs on the Pango. Jabs about to drop, looking like he might go down. Kingslayer though with a big Wukong's command. It could be a problem. K1 in trouble, dropping low with the 4-stuff away. He's fine. It's Jabs and Ollie to drop. The Divine Llama going to slowly think about showing himself in the mid lane, and does. They do see the Unlord, they'll make the jump in immediately, trying to burst him down. He's a tanky boy, but he does die.
In terms of trying to get something done there. Heroic probably not going to look to play too aggressive with Aegis down.
Oh, yeah, as you say that, John. Kingslayer's already in. K1's manning up here. Kingslayer trying to do the exact same, but the Dream Call's going to lock him down. He's dead.
No buyback.
Yeah, that was the issue. He just bought Sky. Takes down the tier 3 tower, onto the top racks they'll go. Meanwhile, Lorinov trying to go into the puck. They actually found Analog to jump in. This time going to be punished here as Analog. Aurora have not backed off though. They want to fight. They can't afford to let this one go. Kingslayer, he's in with the Boundless Strike. They found K1 of the TA. The TA is still alive. K1 now being forced out of the Roshan pit. Kingslayer trying to get the Roshan done in time. Can he get it? Divine, he's in as well. The Aegis, it will go to Kingslayer. The Monkey King will be able to pick it up. Heroic will continue the fight. Ollie will buy back. TPing towards the outpost as K1 trying to rush forward. Ollie TPing in, might just die immediately. K1 looking for the dieback, but the ice path, it'll lock him down. Here comes Lorinov with the little shredder, bursting down K1, though he's still not getting, but eventually they will get him. They have got him. Almost a full team wipe here for Aurora. Post call. Yeah, I did notice that he didn't get the Pit of Malice, even though he does have the Axa.
Kind of sad. Oh, kick back.
Nice kick back. Kingslayer, no, he can just get right back the other way. The shards of the Boundless Strike will allow Kingslayer a nice way out. So just screw the Fiend's Gate. That's not going to work.
Oh.
Onto the TA they'll go. They've got K1. K1! K1 is gone. Buyback immediately. So will Schofield. Kingslayer still left behind, gets another Wukong's command on, but now moving back in, does take down KJ, but the kickback, if they do force Kingslayer out of the Wukong's command, KJ trying to get some damage off here along with Analog. Kingslayer dropping very, very low, should go down and does. They have got the +1 Monkey King. They'll move on to more now. A beautiful shard tip from Schofield. He'll catch out the Pango, they'll catch out the Rubik. Still, they are continuing to fight here. Q trying to survive a little bit longer, but he is going to die to the Walrus Punch of Schofield, buying a little bit more time for Jabs to try and escape, but Jabs will also drop. So a massive kind of turnaround fight here from Heroic. On just stealing these traps away from K1, just for the vision game that it does provide, as well as the silence. Jabs being caught, does not get the Rolling Thunder off yet. The Dream Coil will lock him down, but the silence makes it very hard as now they kick him away. Jabs might die before the fight even really starts, and he does. He is down, but he'll commit a buyback immediately. Looking to get back into the team fight. They've got to fight for this Roshan. So many traps though. It really does make it hard to get a surprise reveal off. Roshan now officially started by Kingslayer and Lorinov. They are both in the pit. Rory's going to be out. Shards will give a bit of vision. They found Analog though. Analog! He's already gone, but he'll commit a buyback. He's back into the fight already though. Jab's looking to lock him down, but does barely miss out. Meanwhile, Divine Llama with the Fiend's Gate has been caught out. He is down. Roshan still going. He'll buy back here on Divine. Meanwhile, Jabs has been caught on the Pangoli, though he's a bit of a tanky target. They'll still lock him down. K1 trying to finish off the kill, can't quite do it. Jabs, he'll be able to get away as it's back towards Roshan.
And they still have this banner, so there's constant pressure onto those racks. We'll go for it.
The thing is, with the little shredder, with that bonus attack range you get, it's kind of hard not to get the racks. It's now Jabs moving in, has found K1. TA locked down for a little bit, but can they get the damage out put off in time? K1 locked between a rock and a hard place. The shards making it impossible to get away. K1 is down, but the buyback is out. In we go again here. Heroic, still trying. So desperate to protect that final lane of barracks. Ollie being stunned up by the Dream Coil for a moment. Aurora trying to move on to the puck. Meanwhile, Divine Llama does go down on the Underlord, so he cannot buy back. Ollie will commit his own buyback on the Jakiro. Meanwhile, KJ caught outside the base. He's going to go down. Buyback committed from the Sven. The top racks is still standing.
As that is the big, pretty much the big counterplay you have here on Heroic. They will just Wukongs to clear out the racks. Oh, kick back.
Nice kick back. He's found Savage rather for Kingslayer almost down. Yulceptor will save him for now, but for how long? They get another Wind Waker away here. Kingslayer trying to get up, but Analog jumping right in, and they've got him. The Monkey King is down. He does have buyback available, and they have picked off the Megas. So all racks are down. Jabs still being chased here by Schofield. Does get caught by a Dream Call of Analog, but he will Wind Waker away. Still the kickback will catch him. So Pango will drop. Gem on the deck.
What is? That is just
they go.
not
K1.
right. Oh,
K1's been caught. He'll get the BKB off in time. K1, he'll force stuff away. Meanwhile, Kingslayer going for the fight against Schofield. The Schofield will snowball up and should be alright for now, but not for long. Schofield will drop. No buyback available on him. Meanwhile, Divine also caught out. Q will catch him, and that'll be Divine down now. Though he does have buyback. You're playing like some kind of old school retro game almost, just avoiding the Stormhammer every single time. It's like asteroids here against Q. Oh, he got Dream Coil. Alright, apparently he
Oh
just stole
my
Dream
God.
Coil on top, so that's going to be nice. Tier 4 towers are gone now. Analog in danger. Will barely be able to get away for now. However, K1 gets caught by Macro
Oh,
Volley.
no.
He's in a lot of danger.
Hector.
The stuns are out. Q from a mile away, locking him down. K1 though still barely able to get away for now. The Japs making it very hard for the TA to get anything done. Meanwhile, Kingslayer, he dropped fairly low on the Monkey King. He's been stunned up. Can they kill off the King? It seems like they can. But Schofield is down a boot. No buyback. Divine Llama also down. Lorenov with an ultra kill, but the Divine Rapier on the deck now. K1 still fighting. Analog picks up the Divine. The K1's down now. It's Analog versus the world.
They call it.
Called. What a messy game one between these two teams. But Aurora, they do pull off the victory here for game number 1. And for Heroic, I mean, it was an absolute slugfest.
It can be a little bit awkward. Your damage ramp up is reliant on you staying alive, and CK does have very good burst potential there, but I guess with Enrage, you can be cheeky. The chase down potential, if you level Trample 1 here,
Here we are.
which
Yeah,
you do.
they're in. They've got King Jungles. KJ's going to drop. First Blood. I mean, they're obviously going to try and give it to Jabs, and they will. Jabs will be able to pick it up. A nice First Blood secured already for Jabs on the Primal Beast. KJ should be going down here to the Trample of Jabs, and eventually they will get him. It's a nice little combination, the Clockwork and the Primal Beast. Not much you can do as the Jakiro if you do get caught in those cogs, and well, of course with the expanded armature, it's much easier to land the cogs onto the Jakiro, so well, poor old KJ, just not much you can do to survive that, that kind of... Kingsley! How did he tie Chon?
Just the lift back, Scatter Blast, little Shredder. Constant Pokemon prodding was there. They do manage to clean up Hector up top while he's alone. So the CS board certainly a little bit better for Analog, but again, the love.
Kingslayer, he moved in, and he's gonna die again. The Earth Shock was committed again right into Schofield, and he said thank you very much. Oh, that's a secondary death for the Ursa. Kingslayer needing to be maybe a little bit more careful. His top lane K1 now in trouble. K1 going to be able to fight back because the TPs are incoming, but here comes Lorenov to try and help out. And they've got the CK once again. It's Lorenov now trying to back off. Gets held down by the chains of Analog and does drop. Jabs, bottom lane, trying to go onto Schofield, but the lift up is there from Schofield to not allow Jabs the closure, but he still gets there in the end. Nice little pulverize out, and that is going to be another kill in the way of Aurora. Problem is now Jabs is going to be surrounded here by KJ and Divine Llama. Pops the uproar, but it won't matter. They'll land the Ice Path plus the kisses. In fact, Ollie's not out of the woods yet either. Divine Llama landing completely blind.
He could try to jungle. It's a ways off until his Battle Fury. He's still copying all these hits from Divine for whatever reason.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot of damage.
What is this?
There's helping coming as well. Q's going to try and force a fight, but Kingslayer is still the one being hunted as they do take down Divine Llama, but can get the Ursa out of there. Well, Analog won't actually die for the kill. So they do actually get away with the Divine Llama kill for now. As Jabs ends up picking off Analog. The Pulverize will land. Analog not expecting the rotation and even the hook shot. KJ will get caught out. Kingslayer to take a couple kills, and Schofield with the tips out from Divine Llama as now Jabs in huge trouble. Jabs trying to move in and salvage, but he will get taken down by the kisses of Divine. So will Q. And Schofield getting tipped in the middle of all that. Oh, Divine. He's a nice target if they can catch him. They will get the hook shot off with Q. He does have a Yule Scepter available, so there is a bit of time he can buy, but nobody's coming to help out. So Divine Llama will drop. I say that, Jabs is running directly towards Heroic now, so it won't really matter too much as he's running right into the belly of the beast. And Jabs, he has Onslaught available, but he doesn't have the time. So nice little pickup from the side of Heroic of this tier 1 tower. There's going to be a 3-man smoke from Heroic as they do run up the river to try and meet Aurora by the tier 1, but instead Aurora, they're going to meet them by the mid lane. Jabs, he'll pop his BKB and rush right towards Divine Llama with a perfect Onslaught. Landing on 2 targets. You've already lost KJ. Divine Llama in trouble. Analog barely able to get away. But Divine will fall. Q will be able to secure the kill. And the chase is on for more. They want that Rubik and they've got him, I think. Schofield should have no way out of this one. So 3 down for the price of nothing here for Aurora. A fantastic engagement. And looking for KJ or Devi Lama. Devi will break the smoke of Jabs, and Jabs immediately trying to go right up the snap. Fire has caught him. The Devi Lama will go down, and so will KJ. They'll take the ancient stacks, but it does cost them 2 heroes. Schofield, he did get spotted out by Jabs, but they don't want to make the jump in yet. Eventually the onslaught does come in, but the lift up is there from Schofield to ensure they cannot follow up. In goes Savage trying to go up to K1, though K1 does make his way out as now Analog. He is down. Q with a double kill. They even found Schofield. Lorenov, he's on a KJ now, looking for the Jakiro. King Jungles is gone. It's heroic. They will lose 3 heroes.
With some AoE hold, you might be able to cut off that aggression from Aurora just a little bit more to get yourself in a good position. Still. Oh! Q lands that hook.
Yeah, they certainly do. Analog.
20 to 12.
Lorenov does rift in. He has morphed into K1. K1 actually dropping very, very quickly here. Goes into the Phantasm, pops the BKB, goes on a Jabs, though Jabs does manage to walk his way out of there. Though K1 still just needs to continue running, because this is not the fight he wanted. Gets stunned up again by Lorenov, and K1's gone. This is that stage where the morph can just run you down now. Like, as long as he gets the right morph target, which is K1 himself, it kind of makes it look easy. But now they're by the vision of the Radiant, so this is where Aurora want to fight. They'll get their own vision down. Schofield, though, he's been caught out on the Rubik. Can they save him? It doesn't really feel like it right now, but Aurora still moving in. They're gone on a K1 now instead. Schofield still surviving a little bit longer. Finally will go down. That is one gone. Q being caught out now. Q will be okay with the Ghost Scepter. Hook shot in. He'll find himself Devi Lama on the snap fight, but he will drop. In goes Lorenov trying to burst down the snap. Devi Lama, he will go down. That's 2 down for Heroic now. They are starting to fall like flies. Jab's been clipped in the middle of all this. He'll get a nice T-word off at the very least as King Jungles. King Jungles will drop. K1, TP cancelled off. He is dead. There is no chance of survival, as they'll get the full team wipe for Aurora.
Eventually find that tier 2.
Jump in, Devi Lama, he's been caught by Kingslayer. He'll get the Yules off onto the Ursa, but Jabs will jump in right by the tier 3 tower. They've caught Schofield to boot. This could be a 2 for nothing special. If they do take down Devi, onto Schofield they'll go. Kingslayer, though, he will get pulverized by Schofield, but he is gone. K1 can do nothing to help out here. In he goes, onto the Ursa, and range was there in time, however. Even the buyback from Devi Lama, not really amounting to much, as now the chain out from Lorenov. Oh, Lorenov locking down a couple. Hook. Even the hook out from Q, locking down K1, takes out the CK. No buyback available for him. Heroic, desperately trying to defend, but Kingslayer jumping in on the Schofield, now onto Devi as well. Even the cogs to just force him into the base, into the fountain. Don't come out. Stay there, boys. Now Devi Lama with the kisses out, but Schofield is going to die as Kingslayer. He wants to dive in the fountain now, really to send a message. On a Devi Lama he'll go, but he has to back out. In fact, never mind, the game's over. Ancient is down, and Aurora, they do secure a 2-0 victory.